I'd rather be a mom before I be a wife.
Really? That is very interesting.
Wow.
I just rather cater to a child than
a husband.
And when you're a wife,
You don't need to get
no, but when you just think when you're a wife, you're a mom. And you still have to find time to be yourself, and I'd rather just find time to be a mom and just be myself as of right now.
Okay.
And
Well, I get it.
I'm gonna tell this thing is on high.
it's just I'd rather be a mom right now. So
That's a very interesting point of view.
Yeah.
So do y'all believe me now? I talk all the time how women don't want to be wives. They just want babies. And y'all look at me like I'm crazy when I say things like that. Oh, you're a misogynist. You're this, you're that. Well, guess what? They're finally admitting it.
I wanted a baby. That's that. I only ever planned for having a baby.
The bottom line is this. Most of these women don't want to be wives because they've never seen a wife in action. Who taught them how to be a wife? Their mother was a single mother. Their mother's mother was a single mother. Their sister was a single mother. And because of this, all they know how to do is be mothers.
I wanted a baby. That's that. I only ever planned for having a baby.
So in all honesty, I got to look at you dudes. If you're dating a woman and she's pretty and all these other stuff, but does she know how to be a wife? How did she learn? Where did she learn it from? You got to look at a woman's family dynamic and say to yourself, does this woman know how to be a wife? How much exposure did she have growing up to a family dynamic that included a husband and a wife? If a woman that you're dating does not have any of this exposure or anybody teaching her how to do it, and for you young guys, it's important for you to understand, cooking and cleaning has nothing to do with being a wife. Those are chores, not a position. A wife is a position. That's like somebody thinking they know how to be a co-pilot simply because they've been on a plane before. Not the same at all. Women all over the country, our women, are literally using men for kids. Have you ever wondered why your relationship with your baby mama was so great before she became your baby mama, but all of a sudden she was pregnant and she changed? All of a sudden your relationship started mysteriously falling apart. All of a sudden she didn't want to be with you anymore and she made up every excuse in the world to break up with you. Well, I'm here to tell you, sir, you were tricked. She didn't want to be with you in the first place. She just wanted you to get her pregnant. And now that she's pregnant and she got her little boy or little girl, you're out. So how does a man protect himself from one of these covert baby leeches? It's simple. Make sure you sit down and talk to her dad. Now, if she doesn't have a dad, it's a possibility that you may be a victim. And I'm not saying all women who don't have dads are bad, but if she was only raised by women, it's a very good possibility that she doesn't even like men. And I'm not going to sit around saying women don't like men, but some women who have never been around men only see men from an opportunistic standpoint, which means she doesn't know what to do with you. Nobody taught her how to be a wife. She doesn't know how to cohabitate with a man. She doesn't know anything about a man. So when you think about a woman that has no understanding of men, no men in her family, she's never been around a married couple, nobody in her family is married. Her mother doesn't have a man. From an education standpoint, how do you think she's going to be able to maintain or sustain a relationship with you if she doesn't understand men? Men and women prioritize, operate, and think totally different than each other. And if a woman hasn't had a huge amount of exposure to men, period, how do you think it's going to work out with y'all? At some point, she's going to woman out and you're going to respond like a typical man would respond. And since she hasn't been exposed to that type of response, she's only been exposed to the way women respond, you're automatically wrong, narcissistic, and problematic. And what happens after that? If y'all haven't had a baby yet, she may forgive you. Y'all have already had a baby, it's a possibility that she might just end the whole situation and put you on child support. And I'm not saying that women are having babies just for child support. What I'm saying is she's looking to have a baby in order to experience childbirth and motherhood. And motherhood is bigger than marriage to a woman that's never seen marriage or never experienced being around a man or probably never experienced love from a man. So with all that being said, if you never experienced something, you can easily go without it, right? So it's actually a possibility that a woman may be 28, 29, 32, and is looking at herself like, I'm getting old and I haven't had a baby yet. And one day she's online and checks her DMs and it's you shooting your shot. The next thing you know, a year and a half later, you're on child support and it's a possibility that you can't even see your child. And to be totally honest with y'all, I feel sorry for y'all. I had my kids already. My kids are grown, and I got myself snipped. So I ain't got to worry about no babies. So any woman dealing with me is going to be out of luck when it comes to having a baby. But y'all, feel bad for y'all because y'all got to deal with these women out here.
I'd rather be a mom before I be a wife.
Really? That is very interesting.
Wow.
I just rather cater to a child than
a husband.
I'd rather just find time to be a mom and just be myself as of right now. It's just I'd rather be a mom right now.
So I want to ask y'all a question. Do y'all believe that women like this actually exist? Or is this just one woman saying this on a podcast and she's an anomaly? Let me know what y'all think in the comments.